You've probably heard this one before, right? The idea that a period is your body's monthly way of cleansing itself of toxins. It's a super common belief, but is there any truth to it? Well, today, we're going to tackle this myth head-on. Okay, so let's just jump right in. Do periods actually cleanse the body of toxins? I mean, on the surface, it kind of sounds like it could make sense, but the real science tells a completely different story. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard someone say something just like this. It's this widespread belief that a period is like hitting a reset button every month, a natural detox. But where did we even get this idea in the first place?
All right, let's talk about this cleansing myth. To really bust this myth for good, we've got to go back to where it all started. It's got some surprisingly deep roots.
It really comes down to two big things. On one hand, you've got these ancient cultural beliefs from way back when that connected menstruation with purification. And on the other hand, you have a pretty simple modern misunderstanding of basic biology. It's kind of this mix of old folklore and current confusion.
So if it's not a detox, then what is it? What's actually going on inside our bodies? Let's get into the real science here, the biology of menstruation.
Okay, first up, a quick vocab word you need to know. The endometrium. That's just the fancy technical term for the lining of the uterus. Think of it like this. Every month, your body builds up this cushy, nutrient-rich lining, just in case a pregnancy is going to happen.
So, if a pregnancy doesn't happen, well, the body doesn't need that lining anymore. Menstruation is literally just the process of shedding it. See, it's a key part of the reproductive cycle, not some kind of detoxification system.
So, what's actually in menstrual fluid then? Let's break it down. You've got blood, you've got that uterine tissue we just talked about, the endometrium, and some mucus. But you know what's missing from that list? Yeah, toxins. They're just not part of the equation here.
This begs the question, right? If your period isn't the body's detox crew, then who is? Well, let me introduce you to your body's real, full-time detoxification team.
The myth wants you to believe it's the uterus doing all this hard work. But the science? Nope. It is absolutely clear. The real MVPs of detox are your liver and your kidneys.
These two are the absolute powerhouses of your body. I mean, they're working 24/7, no breaks, constantly filtering your blood, processing stuff, and getting rid of waste products and anything harmful. They are your body's dedicated, super efficient, built-in purification system.
Okay, so we've established it's a myth. But you might be thinking, so what? What's the big deal if people believe it? Well, it turns out this little myth is actually pretty harmful.
Here's the problem with it. For starters, it pushes this idea that bodies are somehow dirty and need to be cleaned out. That just feeds into all this unnecessary stigma and shame around periods. Plus, it's just plain wrong medical information, and it stops us from having a healthy, real understanding of how our amazing bodies actually work.
So let's completely flip the script on this. Instead of thinking of menstruation as a cleanse for something dirty, let's start seeing it for what it truly is, which is a sign of good health. Seriously, having a regular menstrual cycle is like a check-in from your body, telling you that your reproductive health is on track. It's a vital sign. It's just a biological process that we should understand and maybe even appreciate, not something to fear.
So, instead of worrying about non-existent toxins, what should you actually focus on? It's pretty simple, really. 1. Practice good menstrual hygiene. 2. Track your cycle. Get to know what's normal for you. And 3, and this one is really important, if something seems off or irregular, talk to a doctor. Those are the actions that actually support your health.
So if there's one thing you take away from all this, let it be this. Periods do not cleanse the body of toxins. They're a natural, biological process, and they're a sign of health, plain and simple. And the more we share the real science, the faster we can end the stigma.
And that really makes you think, doesn't it? We've knocked down this one big myth today. So what other health myths are floating around out there that we all just kind of accept as fact? What else do we need to start unlearning?